Praise the Lord. I just want to take few minutes to talk about tithes, offerings, first fruits, whatever you want to call it. I mainly want to talk about giving. There's one basic principle that I have definitely learned in this life is about the act of giving. In the last 13 years, there has never been a day that God asked me to sow in His kingdom and I obeyed and that I did not receive a harvest in return. Sometimes the harvest has come quickly, sometimes it has taken a lot of time, but it definitely comes. Best part is that sometimes it comes when I least expect it. Suddenly there is a miracle, suddenly there is a blessing or an incentive which makes me wonder what have I done to deserve this. That's when I'm reminded that yes, there was this moment in the past where I had sown a seed and maybe this is the harvest because of that. Because I believe God is always watching at what we are doing, how we're living, who we're blessing. God is always watching and He is going to bless us in return. From the life of Isaac in the Bible, I have learned that when God decides to bless us, then there is nothing that can stop Him. Not our enemies, not our co-workers, not even famine. In Genesis 26, we see that God is asking Isaac to sow in the land at the time of famine. I'm sure when Isaac is thinking about it, he must be saying to himself that people are going to laugh at me. This is something that doesn't make sense. So this is one beautiful thing that I have noticed in the Bible, that it doesn't talk about emotions. It never told us that Abraham was probably crying as he was sacrificing his child. Maybe Isaac was confused. Maybe he did not want to obey God. It never talks about emotions. It's only talking about obedience. It just tells us whether a person obeyed God or he did not obey God. It's all about that. So I am just, till today I am learning that the power is not in the seed. It doesn't matter what you're sowing. The power is in the obedience. Are you going to obey what God is telling you to do? Because it may be that I have 200 rupees with me and I decide to give 10 rupees. So this is me giving a little out of the abundance that I have. But there may be another person who just has 10 rupees with him and he decides to give it to the Lord. That is him giving everything out of the little that he has. That is what God is most pleased with. He is not looking at our hands when we are sowing. He is looking at our heart. That's all that matters to him. Just our heart. But sometimes we don't understand that sowing, tithing, it's not a one-time thing. It's not that I've tithed once when I had 50,000 rupees, but when I get 20,000, I decide that, okay, no, this is too less for me to sow, or I cannot tithe out of this. Tithing is a way of living. It's telling God that, yes, I believe that whatever I am receiving is from you. We have to come to the point where we realize that, there's this blessing that I've received and I end up holding on to it very, very tightly. And, even though God wants me to bless me again, but He's not able to do it because there's no room for more. I am just holding on to it so tightly, afraid of losing it, that I don't trust God that He's going to bless me again. We just get stuck in one blessing. But He wants to bless you over and over again. And we have to come to that position where we trust Him and that He gives us something and we trust Him enough to give it back to Him. There's this cycle that has to happen. Every time He blesses us, we have to give it back to Him, saying, Lord, thank you that you've given me the seed and I acknowledge that you are the provider. Anything good that is coming into my life is from you. My success is from you. My increment is from you. My promotion is from you. I trust you and I believe you and I am going to give this to you in return. Letting go is very important. Holding on to our blessings is going to stop us from receiving more blessings. So I just want to tell you today, I just want to give you this assurance that you have to come to this place where you trust God enough that you have to start giving back what He's giving to you. You have to trust Him enough. You should be tithing because that's telling God that I believe you. I believe that you are giving me what I am receiving. I believe that this is you. This every good thing in my life is you. I trust you, and I believe that more blessings are going to come into my life, and that you are going to bless me, and I will be thankful and I will be grateful to you every day of my life. I pray today that you will come to this position where you can trust God, and I pray blessings over you. I pray that as you try and come to this position where you are trusting Him enough, I pray that He will bless you in return.